So if you're looking in the quad view on channel 3,
nice.
you'll just see that.
All right, end time
The lid just snapped shut
1356.
on a Niskin bottle. So we just took a sample of the water column here. And that gives us a clearer view of what type of chemical compounds, dissolved oxygen, you name it, are in this part of the ocean.
I am ready if you want to do another one. That's right where we did the pirouette. Yeah, I think we're golden. Sure. Are you bored over there or something? Must do a reset. Right on.
So thanks for the viewer with a question. The what you're seeing where we're at right now, it's the first time it's been explored. No one else has conducted a dive on this particular part of the seamount. The Okeanos Explorer was at where we were at originally in 2017, but as we were doing some multi-beam mapping of the area while we were in transit, we discovered a plume of bubbles in the return and identified this as a possible target and towed our way over here, and you got to see and experience that hydrothermal event with us and see these other plumes right here that some are marginally active, some are not active anymore, but this is the first time anyone has ever seen this, so you guys are checking it out with us for the first time.
All right, Chris will be up shortly. We got the Niskin, I see.
Yes.
It's the same thing as last night. I just didn't want to break it.
So are we, I guess we're at the area where we would do the grid, correct?
Yeah.
Is this where we, yeah.
I'm back again. Can
Awesome.
you zoom in on that? Cool. All of them. Pink.
It's for Elsa. We're doing a pink track line for this photo grid.
Awesome. They might be watching right now. What time is it there? 7 o'clock?
It's for you, Elsa, if you can hear me.
Yeah, it'd be 7 a.m. in California.
Adorable.
Thank you.
Is there another pink that'll show up differently?
All right, I am set and ready to go
Awesome.
when we're ready for the cameras.
Sounds good.
This is going to be a interesting sample recovery because we've got a lot of samples.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll be sleeping through breakfast?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Probably.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 samples in bio boxes and slurps. There's a 1 push core and then 4 Niskin bottles.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Please come help if you have time.
I'm definitely coming. It sounds fun.
I'll be there for a little.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
There you go, Elsa.
ASV. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do ASV southwest part of Ta'u in the sanctuary area. Yep.
Are you going to dive on that as well, or just ASV?
We'll just do ASV, and then tentatively the plans after the ASV we'll do tomorrow night, do a ROV dive somewhere around Ofuol Senga.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, we'll have to look at where we are with time, because we would like to then squeeze in the northeast bank. Now that we're not going to Rose, if weather allows, we would like to go there. And we would do ASV mapping and an ROV dive.
Is there weather anticipated coming in, or are we?
I have not checked after Friday. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be relatively the same till Friday, but I'm not sure after that.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to check the weather update.
How long is our transit to Apia?
From Ofuol Senga, it's about 19 hours, I believe it was. So we got quite a ways, and we got to be there first thing in the morning. So we'll have to leave by like lunchtime. So the day we head out, we'll probably only do an ASV mapping deployment in the morning, like do an early morning to lunchtime, and then recover and head straight to Apia.
So you got about 2 more dives in.
Let's see, let me look. I actually have my notebook. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to do this mosaic. We're only doing a 5x5. It shouldn't take too long.
If you got to be on the deck by 4, and we're what, 600 meters deep? 674?
Yeah, 674 deep.
Okay. So it's at least 30-40 minutes in terms of recovery. I could not find that isopod identification. The question coming in, we actually don't analyze the samples here. We just prepare them, and then we send them off. So like biological samples, for example, go off potentially to different universities or the Museum of Comparative Zoology, and then to wherever they need to go from there. We don't actually, we don't analyze them or do much besides catalog general size, observations, things of that nature.
So if we were able to go to the northeast bank, Marika just reminded me it is on the way to Apia, so that would buy us some time because we would be a little bit closer for transit to Apia.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty much a straight shot. There's no islands in the way. It's pretty direct.
So is the plan to head to Apia? Oh, photogrammetry's working.
We're up and running.
Thank you, Chris.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, we ready to start?
Can I get the folder name? Take your time. I am ready.
You still waiting for folder name?
I got it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I can always log it later.
Okay.
It's just helpful to have it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And the cameras are running. If I can step forward 5 meters. Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Going.
Starting now.
Oops.
Okay, so 14.
Will you let go of it?
08.
So in channel 3, or if you're watching at the quad view, you can now see the
It's still
pictures that are
grabbing
being
shots,
taken.
correct? The camera's still grabbing shots.
Yeah. I just want to have the screen so we can make sure we're moving right.
Oh, I
correctly.
see. Gotcha. So Peyton, I had started up 672. Is that what you had? I'm just
Sorry,
okay.
we're gonna go with that.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds good. I just looked right now because I forgot to write down as well. All good. Okay, so we'll have 672 as start dove.
I mean, they look really cool in the photos.
Agreed.
So we'll see where we are at time-wise after this mosaic, but Chris requested we get another rock if there's time, because we don't want to push it too much because of shift change. We would still like to be back by 4
Right.
or up on top. So, and if there's an opportunistic rock just in view, happens to just
Sitting
be
right
there, we'll snag it if not, I don't know that we'll really have much time to kind of scope around a little. Probably not, but let's see where we're at after the mosaic.
Right.
I'm going to maybe redact my previous identification as Rimicaris for the shrimp,
Okay.
just because they are found in the Atlantic. There are Rimicaris that are found in the Indian Ocean, but I can't find photos of them.
Huh. Let's see. Let me see if I can try to find some.
Like visually, they look really similar. I'm looking at
Yeah,
the family Albinocarididae, which is a group of hydrothermal vent shrimp, and I think like it's pretty plausible that they're going to be in this group, but I just can't find. Just because that Rimicaris is found in, or Rimicaris exoculata is found in the Atlantic.
Okay, let's see.
Oh.
I feel like our shift went by pretty quick. Yeah,
Yeah, that vent was awesome.
so awesome.
This could be a match.
Was it that long? Wow. Didn't even realize it.
Well, it was a good, entertaining transit, too. We had to answer riddles,
yeah, we did.
jokes.
Yeah, that was like, what, an hour?
Learn more about Monopoly.
There is a vent shrimp called Opepeleloihi, which is found in the Pacific. I'm going to start looking through Hawaii Undersea Research Laboratories
That's a good
pages for
idea.
shrimp.
This will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5.
It's the 5th line, but it's not.
It's not 5 meters, but it's
Yeah.
the 5th line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have 2 more.
One after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be these guys. This is not a great
Why am I
resolution image. What do you think of this? They seem more red.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they seem too red almost.
Yeah, they do have the characteristic eye spot though, and they are from this area. They were found on the
What's the
Loihi,
genus?
Opepele,
Okay.
but they're part of the Albinocarididae family, which is like maybe not necessarily related to shrimp. It's just organized by whether or not they're found at seamouths.
Gotcha.
Shrimp, you guys.
If they're there, you'll find them.
I will find all the shrimp. Yeah, we're just trying to find an ID for the shrimp we saw
Almost rock
earlier.
time.
But it's very difficult based on geography.
break off the tip of one of the
Spires.
Yeah.
These look too red as well.
Because Albinocarididae is like the family.
Oh,
There's a
it'll work,
lot of
right?
shrimp in it, is
Yeah.
the thing. So I was like
Yeah.
looking through a bunch of different options and trying to idea based
Do
on
we
that.
have any on the Okeanos? I don't know that they had any.
I
on
didn't
there.
see any. I can check again.
Yeah, I'm gonna look right now.
Ooh, big heave.
Hey, Peyton, if we had a rock after this, where would you like it to go?
Preferably starboard bio box. C and D are open.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, hey,
So,
that is
Hey.
from this area.
I think he found a shrimp. Let's
Okay, so they
see.
are.
Okay, that's 5 by 5.
It might be a Remicaris species, just not exoculata.
Awesome.
rock time?
That's it.
Rock time?
Rock time?
Rock time.
All right.
We got like, what, 10 minutes to spare?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
All right, let's see what we can do.
End survey at
So-
1460.
Where do we kind of where
14, 16.
general area?
Does he want like
Depth
another one
of
from the vent?
673.4.
He didn't specify. I'd say anywhere around here, just, yeah, if we
If
see
we just
something.
drop down and start looking?
Yeah, basically. 14, 16. Did you have a bottom depth? It's 640.
73.4 is what I wrote.
Got it. Thank you.
That's her depth also.
Yeah. And that was a 5 by 5 meter grid.
All right, this will be sample
Awesome.
080 if we collect one.
Wrong thing.
Looks like there's one in between those plumes.
Grab some stills again.
I see some pretty good rocks down there.
There you go. Fair game.
Oh, I
How
didn't
about
turn
this
this
one?
off. Wow, we're still flashing.
And the lone crab.
Oh, the
There's a
lone
couple
crab.
crabs down
Surviving at 6 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
trying to pick something
surviving.
from around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this one at 6 o'clock. Is that a loose rock? Or any of these right here? Yeah.
Oop. Hey.
I don't think that was a rock.
I don't think any of this is a rock,
What about
personally.
oh,
2. Third time's a charm.
Just give it a little
26
crunch.
times a charm.
Womp.
yeah. False alarm.
Good old
It's
lads.
rock breaking simulator.
All of it's mush.
What about that piece that's like kind of wobbling over there?
What side?
I need a stick of science to see it.
Let's look around.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
it's
these aren't rocks.
Rock.
not rocks.
They are fake.
Fake. Fake.
Fake
rocks.
rocks.
Fake rock.
Fake outs.
What
Grab
a
a still of
tease.
that.
Yep.
Thanks.
Those are fake rocks.
I think most things we're gonna find are gonna be like that.
So Hannah, I missed what you were saying earlier about traveling to Apia.
Oh, I was just saying, Brian was asking how long the transit is. From Ofuolsenga, it would be about 19 hours.
Okay. So
Direct.
the plan is to go to 19 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if weather is good, we can do an ASV and ROV at Northeast Bank, which will bring us, it will be a little bit closer to Apia. So that'll knock down the transit time by, I don't know, 2 to 3, 4 hours. I don't
Okay.
know how far it is. Yeah, probably
that
like around
thing's a
3
rock.
hours less, so that'll maybe make it a 16-hour transit to Apia. If we were able to get out there, it would be the last spot we would do before heading to Apia.
Yeah.
Rock or mush? Place your bets.
Nope.
Oh.
Solid.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also
Big
thought
out.
What is a rock even?
Not
Hmm.
that.
Not that. Good try. What's that? Oh, it's a shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. So many shrimps.
It's like a little burrow right there. In sediment.
Shrimp speakeasy.
Sucks.
I'm not seeing any rocks.
Neither am I. Looks
What about
pretty
that solid
barren.
brown thing in the middle of
Right
the
by that
microbes?
fish.
So what is this white? I see.
Fishy?
Oh, fish. Let's check if this one's solid. Oh, there's some crabs.
I'm not holding my breath.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey.
Good spot.
Hey.
it's solid.
I guess you want pictures, huh?
Yes.
That's a pretty solid
Hey.
rock.
Get some photos.
Where is that opening?
Sorry, what did you?
So,
Oh no, we're good.
here's
I already got it. It mostly splashed on me. I like spilled some tea. Like, okay, it rocked forward. I grabbed it in time, and then it just like landed on me instead.
Ready?
Okay, this is 080. Start time was, I'm gonna just say 14:21.
Sounds good.
14.
The bench is right there.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
All right. Is that gonna fit?
I don't know.
Okay, if not, because a lot of our other containers contain rocks.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay, that's 080 rock.
Yay!
And so that was located near like just bacterial mats.
Yeah. Looks like it.
What are you looking at? Sweet.
Adjacent to hydrothermal vent.
679.5.
How
Uh,
wide do you guys think that mound is of the active plume?
Ooh. Do not know.
Just out of curiosity.
How many Arguses? I mean,
How many Scots?
Hercules? How many Scots?
How many Zeuses?
It was brown
Nice job.
and dark
Thank you.
gray. Thank you, Scott.
We've been doing
You're welcome.
great with time. We got the mosaic. We
Okay.
got another rock.
ROV
Well, it's
grab,
not even 3:30 yet.
Exactly.
dark and brown, dark
Oh, there's the
gray
net.
and brown
Alright, so
rock
count the laser lengths.
located several
10.
Whoa, well, look at
meters
that eel in the
from
background.
the-
That's
Oh,
a big one.
wow, that's a really big one. Can we get a quick zoom on
Yep.
him?
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Wow, he's pretty big, yeah.
Here, when you look up, I'll zoom in.
Ready? There you go.
Whoa.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
Is that the same kind as the?
Those little guys? I don't... Wow. Let's see.
trying to eat the laser.
Oh
That's
shoot!
what, like 40 meters?
One in the eye.
Centimeters?
40 centimeters, thank you. 40 meters? That's a huge fish.
I think he
I
might
want
be
to
a
see
little
a
bit
40-meter
longer.
fish.
10,
50 meters
20,
or 50
30,
centimeters?
40, 50. I'd say like 50 to maybe 160.
Yeah.
Nice. Some sort of
So
eel-looking
cool.
fish. He looks somewhat...
Oh. Look at him do it
Whoa.
backwards.
Whoa.
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 Did he eat something?
No, I think
He's just started going backwards funky.
It might
I
just
guess
be
saying
reacting to
leave
the
us
light.
alone.
I know.
Oh.
He was sneezing.
Oh, here's the crab.
The crab might have. Yeah, he might be able
That's
to
you.
like
Allergic to
sense
crab.
the crab.
Do you think this is a Dysomania rugosa?
It looks like it to me.
It does look like it. I wonder how
Bye,
big
eel.
these guys
Oh,
are.
poor guy.
Were these the same small little guys we saw just at the end of our shift?
I believe
I
so.
Are
Because
they?
those look so much smaller.
Yeah, this
They
And
looks
they
were
had-
different
different.
coloration.
Yeah,
too.
they were more like
Oh, that's another
purple. I think
fish.
they
Can we
were
zoom
more
in?
purple. Another fish?
There's a crab party going on.
Oh, I think they're fighting
What are
over
they-
something.
What is that in the middle? Oh, they're fighting over a
Yeah, it's
fish,
some
maybe?
food.
Is it?
It looks like some.
Yeah, they're eating a fish.
Oh,
The
look at
face of
that.
it is to the, well, was to the right.
Chowing down.
There was another fish on the left earlier, but I don't know if he'll still be there.
Well, that answers the whole what do they eat
Oh, look
question.
at this one to the top right. He's got his own little chunk
looks
in
so
peace.
angry.
Uh-oh.
The
Uh-oh.
big guy's
maybe
coming
not.
for him.
Run.
For it.
Maybe he's not in peace anymore. Oh.
You ratted him out.
Look at this big crab coming up.
Whoa. Uh-oh, let's see what happens
wow.
next.
Run away from him.
Did
He's
you
gonna
grab some
take
stills?
it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
100% gonna take
Jeez,
it.
Boy.
look at him.
They did all the work and he's gonna
He
come
is a
in.
bully.
Oh man.
Huge bully. Look at him go.
They should have torn off a piece and ran away.
Mine. Wow. He really came charging in
He
there.
is so big compared to the other crabs. So are the
Crab hug.
crabs not, are they feeding
they're
on the
just hugging.
bacterial mats, or are they scavenging on all the other organisms that end up
This
here?
looks like they're scavenging.
It looks like they're scavenging, but I wonder if they are able to feed from anything directly from the vents. I don't know.
I mean, it would certainly seem like it, considering how many
Definitely.
were like right up close
Right
to it.
on. Yeah, they must get something. Some sort of food source.
Maybe they eat the shrimp.
Don't touch
Oh.
the shrimp.
They could eat the shrimp, but they weren't actively like trying to get the shrimp, or they just weren't hungry at the time.
Bless you.
Bless you.
About another minute.
So cool.
See if there's anything else cool going on.
Hannah, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Come on.
Have a
Come on,
minute.
go.
Let's go. We just came from the
Oh.
right, so let's go to the left.
Let's
Oh,
look at the
fish.
Look at the fish.
You stay long
Oh,
enough,
that's
nature
a
comes to
different
us.
fish. I think it might be. I think it is, yeah.
What?
It looks just like it.
Peyton, you're not on SBL.
It looks like
Chlorphthalmus,
That's the
same
that's right
type
behind
as
you
we sampled
again.
using the
Roger
suction
that.
tube.
He's coming at us.
Wow, look at his eyes. They're huge.
I'm sure the light's freaking them out.
Yeah, there it is, Argus.
It's like neat that once you've like sampled and like recognized something, you're able to like recall the name later. Cause like, I also felt like slight sampling guilt for that fish, so.
Yeah, and he was still alive, right?
No, not at the time it got to the wet lab,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay.
One day.
Probably better that way.
What a
That's
great way to
so
start
cool.
off August.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can you
Another fish.
take a photo of this? That's
Yes,
funny.
sure.
It's another little.
Oh,
Little
hello.
Do you want to
Hard to miss
zoom
them.
in on the hydrothermal stuff right
You're
there by the
getting into
lasers?
position.
Yeah, let's
That would
get
be
a-
neat, yeah.
Are you flying closer? Yeah.
I think this is the one that we saw earlier, right? That was
Yeah.
before we did the mosaic.
All right, guys.
Wow.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Crab.
Look at all those
Dun,
isopods.
But-
dun.
Look at
Oh,
those
not my
are
fault.
big
Gosh.
isopods.
It's not my fault we have to be
It's
on
not my
deck at 4. We have a recovery heading.
Wow,
Yes.
that's some,
What would you guys say we saw about
Some crab.
5
Let me check for the
active
bridge.
plumes? Or at least, I think there was
There
about
was
5.
2 on those tall things.
Do we have, like, a
There's
deck?
There was-
I think 2
Two
here.
2 or 3 on the tall thing.
Yeah, 2 or 3 on the tall
3,
things.
4, and this is this is like the 5th.
Yeah,
There's
so-
one underneath us too.
Fifth or
The
sixth,
fifth one
can
that
see.
we've like
You ready to come up?
physically confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
there's
guys,
one
we gotta
underneath us.
get going.
Okay.
All right, no
All
worries.
right. Can you get a still of that shot right now? Real
Yeah, I
quick?
did.
Awesome.
Full wide. On both.
Can you take the lasers off for a sec? It'll be a nice, colorful photo. Stills, and we're off.
Fade to black.
Fade
All
to
right,
blue.
I am marking off bottom now.
Awesome. 678.
I think my heading's going to be pretty much here, and you'll bring, if you bring your heading around, that'll zero our wraps. Is that correct?
So for those questions coming in, we I believe on a different watch, we're able to sample some bacteria. And log entries, you'll just see the one that's most recent.
Awesome. Success.
Yeah.
That was a
Woohoo.
good
Thank you, everybody.
dive. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I thought you were going around the other way. Never mind. Okay. Coming around.
Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of samples.
You coming up?
So folks, we are
Sample
beginning
60.
to
We
ascend.
have a total of 20 samples.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Peyton, it's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be a fun
Not yet.
night.
And rocks
I gotta
never
come
have
back under.
Hana,
subsamples
you
on
want to
them.
come?
No, rocks never have a
I
subsample.
might.
Work in the wet lab?
Let's see. At some point I want to. I might have to come tonight.
Yeah,
How many
we'll
rocks
see.
do we have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rocks.
Not it.
Wow.
That sounds like a lot of subsamples there.
And it's going to smell like sulfur.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that'll make Rebecca happy.
Did she bring her sulfur clothes?
Did she say to wear sulfur clothes?
She has them for Yellowstone.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay. Out and up.
So Marika chimed in and said in 2005 they saw a ton of the cutthroat eels in the crater, and there was so many that they coined the name Eel City. But when the Okeanos went in 2017, they were all gone.
Really?
That was probably due to the active volcanism. Yeah, it's
So
interesting.
now there's some there again, I guess, 2 years later.
Yeah, so now there's some back again.
In the mode of death.
Yeah, it's interesting. And she also said that from Northeast Banks to Apia, it's about a 10-hour transit.
Got it.
So we would be a lot closer.
Where's Northeast Bank?
It's between the Manua Islands, so from Ofuosenga to Tutuila, it's kind of midway in between, but it's a little further. It's like if Tutuila's here, Manua's here, it's, say, like here.
Okay, got it.
Because it'd be like a direct shot to Apia, because Apollo's slightly further north than Tutuila. Tutuila's kind of to the south a little more.
Got it. Are you going to be off-boarding at Apia and then flying back to Pongo Pongo?
Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Does she know anything about those
Can we get a
isopods we
control
saw?
Niskin, folks?
Can we get a control Niskin, please? You want to get at this depth? Okay. If we can grab a Niskin to have for a control, if that's possible.
Let's go.
Is it possible to get a control Niskin? Right here is fine. Awesome, thank you.
And then can we do Niskin number 11, please? So he'll probably get it. Okay.
Peyton, does this get a number?
This does have a number. This is 081.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it got one or not.
No worries.
We are at 634.
Okay, are they doing number 12? 12, that's fine. Thank you very much. That was at 54.0 meters. I think so. Let me just finish this. 54.0.
We're at 54 meters already.
For control. $14.36.
So for our viewer asking questions, in terms of the dives, we can go pretty much as long as we want to. It just kind of depends on the amount of samples we collect, because there's just only so much space on board Hercules for those samples. As Peyton was saying, we're kind of loaded down right now. And but when we were searching for the Samoan Clipper, we were diving with Argus as a tow sled, doing side scan sonar mapping for 124 hours, which is a record for us. Great part about having ROVs is we can just switch watches and keep going, and we don't have to worry about anybody coming up. Eliminates a lot of the risk of sending manned submersibles down, and we can just keep working there for as long as we need to. In terms of comprehensive surveys, we were doing fish transects. So every 100 meters for the fish transect, we were counting the fish that were there, trying to document them, and then the scientists will use that information to do some extrapolations and start to figure out what creatures are where in terms of the different part of the benthic environment, as well as maybe population densities. But it's kind of hard to specifically nail down a number, just because Hercules is loud, so I'm sure it scares some fish away, while others might be attracted to the light, but it's our best way of possibly getting insight into those numbers and species.
Drop another.
We are loaded down with
Too
rocks.
many rocks. We had how many rocks? Was it 7? Oh.
Sorry, I was muted. I believe we had like
6 or 7?
like 7, 8 rocks.
Yeah, okay.
That's a lot of rocks.
Lots of rocks. Important rocks.
Important rocks.
It's the only type we sample.
VIP rocks.
VIP rocks.
Actually, VIR, very important rocks.
So for those of you joining, we just finished our dive, our time on bottom on Vailulu Seamount, and we are coming back up. After this, we're going to do a little bit of transit time to conduct some ASV operations, and then hoping to get maybe 2 more dives in before we go back into a port in Apia. If there's any teachers watching, we encourage you to go to the education tab right up on top. Create your own little account so you can access our free educational resources and learn about how you might be able to come aboard next season as a science communication fellow.
Is that what you're currently doing, Brian?
Yes, I'm a lead science communication fellow, so this is my 2nd time on board.
Extra powerful.
Yes.
Gotcha. And then you teach the rest of the year?
Yeah, so up until June of this year, end of June, I was working for Science Friday as the educator community leader. So I was working with our education director and focused on K-12 curriculum.
Awesome.
And before that, I was 10 years as a middle school 5th through 9 educator in all sorts of different places. And now I'm an instructional lead teacher in Bryan County Schools and right outside of Savannah, Georgia.
Awesome.
And
very cool.
yeah, we have about 1,800 plus students at our middle school.
Just at the middle school alone?
Yep, just at that middle school.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, Bryan County is bisected by a military base, Fort Stewart.
Oh, okay.
So there is the Bryan County school side, and then there's the Richmond Hill, which is the city on the other side of Bryan County, where I live.
Okay.
And that is pretty densely populated and a rapidly growing community.
Wow.
I think last year alone they grew 100 some students.
Huh. That's a lot.
Yeah, they're building another new elementary school and a new high school.
Wow. Really up and coming.
Yeah.
Expanding at least.
I think the elementary school in the area, trying to remember when the last one was, but it wasn't open too terribly long ago, and it's already at capacity.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up if you're a growing community, but Bryan County does an awesome job keeping up.
That's great. They're building some new schools and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
they're
really nice.
known as one of the better districts in the entire state in terms of education.
Awesome.
Students out there, if you're watching, if you're age 6 to 18, you can actually create a patch designed for our next season. And that competition opens typically in the fall. But each patch for each season is actually designed as a part of that contest.
Brian, do you know who designed our current patch?
I'm trying to pull it up now.
Oh, good question. I saw some of the
pretty rad.
Yeah, I saw some of the previous ones too, some photos. And this one this year is definitely really cool.
Yeah, our current one is actually like surprisingly representative of what we've been seeing too. It's a like fan
it's a
coral.
Gorgonian with a sea star on it, right?
A brittle star, yeah.
A brittle star, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like we've been seeing a lot of those.
Definitely.
So very, very cool design.
How much is usually on the ROV in general?
We reballast it after every dive. Pretty much we add equipment. And then like knowing we're going to do a lot of rock samples will kind of account for more disposable weights than permanent ones.
Okay.
So it's a reballast every time.
But as far as like, what's the normal amount of poundage of weights that you would put on?
Whatever
on
keeps
average?
the vehicle
I guess it
positively
depends
buoyant.
on the depth, yeah.
Well, it depends on what equipment's on there, and just we have all that foam on the top. And we want to be a little bit positively buoyant, like 35 pounds, 40 pounds, to be able to, if something happened, you know, a tether got severed, we'd be able to float to the surface.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm going to tilt my camera up. All right, I'll go to salvo recovery.
It's almost 350.
Tilt motor is neutral. Ish. Yeah. So.
College students, you can also apply for the internship program. We have 2 interns on watch right now.
Hello.
Hello. It's a very great program. I highly recommend it.
Peyton and Anthony, do you want to kind of take turns talking about what you all do as your specific roles as interns?
Sure, Peyton, why don't you go ahead?
Thanks, Anthony. So I'm currently the ocean science intern. So as a data logger, I'm helping to write notes. I'm currently in the back seat working on, like, taking notes on what's going on during the dives whenever there's a sample. Hello. Whenever there's a sample collected, we're taking additional notes. Back during the side scan surveys, we're also doing target, like, data and information. And all of that goes into a computerized system, and we also take additional paper notes. Once samples come on board, we do additional work processing all of those samples. So that involves preserving them, documenting them, taking photos of them, and then for rocks, we're drying them out. For other organisms, we're preserving them in ethanol or freezing them. And once that's completed, we do additional work sorting out photos. We're writing dive reports. Basically, we're laying this really concrete groundwork for all the things that happen during a dive. So we have a really thorough data trail for what happened. Nice. It involves a lot of multitasking.
a lot of paperwork and photos.
A lot of paper,
like it's science, right? Meticulous.
Yeah. It's really good at training you to be detail-oriented and to be precise, I think. Because, you know, being on board a ship, especially in the wet lab, there's a lot of challenges with, like, you know, trying to preserve things on board as we're moving even, and how to, like, you know, be comfortable with the fact that, like, yeah, we're not always going to have concrete ideas for everything we see, and sort of trusting that other scientists will be able to pick up the work that we do and use the resources that we've made to help formulate their own discoveries later on.
Hannah, you look like a science Jedi in the back row.
I know, right?
I'm freezing.
Nowhere of all the
I'm wearing like 4 layers right now.
I have my raincoat over my legs too as a blanket.
It is colder back there because I got the servers to warm me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that the other
I know,
night,
it's
and I
nice.
was like,
I could-
what?
My hands are a little bit warm if I stick them in a
Nice.
hole here.
So that was my spiel.
We
Anthony,
got
why don't you talk
Anthony
about
right
It depends
your
on it.
role?
It's colder right now, but it is a little warmer in here. I'm a video engineer intern, and you can see me waving because I sit here, and I control everything you see on stream. So whenever in Sat 3, you see different things and switch around. That's what I do on watch. I also have to make sure it's recording. I check all the Cinedecs. I make sure that all this checklist stuff is done just for this kind of thing. And then off watch is when you then fix things that go wrong or things that need happening.
never
like
happens.
this, yeah, that never
No,
happens,
it's
ever.
perfect.
Yeah, nothing ever, there's no problems with technology ever.
No,
Like,
of course not.
before watch this afternoon, we made a salvo that they just used to throw up the correct
Very helpful.
cameras onto their display. With one touch
So
of a
that
button,
we-
they get to change 3 things to make their life easier.
Yeah, so we see what
You know,
we
and-
need to see when we need
Yeah,
to see it.
stuff like that, and all the audio levels, because we have, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 people on headsets, and they all talk at different volumes, they all do different things. And then they switch around, and then all that fun stuff. So when people change seats or they come and go, you gotta change the audio levels up there in front of me.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Brian is a lot softer of a talker than Maddie is.
Yeah,
So you need
yeah.
to adjust
No.
that. No.
Yeah, and then occasionally people get excited to talk for a bit, and so you gotta
Yeah.
turn them down for that sentence.
Oh,
like,
that's
for that-
me.
Yeah, no, it happens occasionally. It's a lot of fun.
Like
to
when
do that.
shrimp appear.
What shrimp
Yeah.
appear?
There's ever a shrimp.
No, there's never shrimp for Peyton. And then also all the zooms and everything. Like, I'm sure you heard me say quite a bit. Can I zoom in? Scott, can I zoom? Scott, I want to zoom in.
Let me do it. Let me do
Let
it.
me zoom.
Exactly.
Practice.
And so you
Sometimes
get to
just
do
gotta
that.
zoom.
Mark, that's a
And
good
all the
sign.
focus and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
And Summer's not an intern, but at one point you were an ROV intern, correct?
That is accurate. Yes, 5 years ago now. I was an intern for the first time, doing all the fun intern things. Swabbing the deck. I'm just kidding, they don't make you do that. Unless
Are
you
you
spill
sure?
oil everywhere, and then you have to do it. Not that I ever did that, speaking from a friend. Yeah, it's great. They let you really get hands-on experience, and it's life-changing.
And now it's your career as an ROV pilot, or part of.
Yeah, that's what I do, mostly contractor right now. Traveling around, meeting different boats and jobs and paying the bills. I am liking it.
The most important part.
So patches are for expeditions aren't for sale. You typically get one when you come on the vessel. And our samples aren't checked for radioactivity.
Man, that would be such a cool merch opportunity. Not radioactive samples,
Yeah.
but patches.
I think you'll end up on some type of watch list.
But yeah, the patches are pretty cool.
They are. I still have mine from 2015,
Yeah.
because I was on when Summer was.
Which
back
one
in
was
the
that?
day. 2015?
Yeah, what was the patch design?
It was the Orca slash Sea Turtle.
yeah. I remember seeing stickers of that.
Yeah, we were doing brine pool dives.
Awesome.
That was really cool. Yeah, as Scott was saying, trying to drive the ROVs into brine pools or landing them in brine pools and then seeing the waves of water while you're in thousands of meters of water. It's just,
Yeah, it's a very bizarre
yeah.
thing to wrap your head around. Water underwater.
Like everything is blue right now, but I mean, you just kind of get used to seeing it and you're not